Alright, welcome back everybody. Today I will be showing you a little something I made with the mechanics of Redstone in the new Snapshot 13W01A, the very first snapshot of 2013. So, let's say I'm in a mine and I just start digging. Diggy. And okay, so let's say I gathered this stack of stone. And I just wanna put it in a chest. Well, thanks to what I created, using the new redstone pieces and whatnot, if I were to just throw this in here, oh, that actually, I don't know why it glitches out. Yeah, see, it's doing weird stuff like that. Let's just throw one in here. It actually will go, and you have to do it at the right angle, otherwise it gets stuck. Right there, you saw it disappear. And what happened there is these new hopper blocks, let me go around here so you can get a good idea of what it is. These new hopper blocks will automatically put in blocks that it's fed, basically. So if I just throw one in here, unfortunately if it's too far off to the side it doesn't work perfectly, but as long as it's mostly centered like that, it'll work. And as you can tell, it went right in there. Now, basically, when I was looking at this originally, I thought, wow, that's a great idea. But what happens when your chest and the hopper itself, because this can get full, let me grab another stack of stone. What happens when they get full? And that is where this little contraption comes in. Basically what I have set up here is one piston here, another piston here. This one is on currently because of a little inverter that I have going on here. And the whole thing is activated by this block here, the weighted pressure plate, the light one. There's also a heavy version in the snapshot. I use the light one because it works much better for this situation. So let's say I just keep mining and I don't realize that everything has been it's filled in the hopper and the first chest. So let's say I keep mining and I get another stack. As you can see, what happened there is because the hopper is full, the stack ended up going over the hopper and it slid right onto my weighted pressure plate. Now the reason I'm using a weighted pressure plate, although I guess you could use a regular pressure plate, wooden one, because it would only take one block. I just used this one to demonstrate the new features of the snapshot. What happened was that this piston extended and this one retracted, and when that happened, it blocked off the first hopper and gave access. It allowed this waterway to be able to push the blocks to my second hopper that I have over here. So if I just throw one in here, as you can tell, it goes over there, and then once again it just has to be a little bit more centered. It does work, it's just a little bit tougher to get it working on the don't know what happened there. Maybe despawn, but whatever. But you get the idea. It will, let me throw this in here. Basically, it's just a way to automatically make it so you don't have to manually check your chests every so often. That was weird. Let me throw it up here. It does need a good amount of momentum to go over the first hopper. Like that. Let me just set the time to 0, because it's getting kind of dark. But yeah, that happens, and then you give access to the other hopper, which you can then start filling up another chest. And then obviously if you really plan on being in the mine really long, you could just set this up multiple times over to allow for multiple chests to be filled up. And yeah, it was just a little idea I had while messing around with the snapshot, and I just wanted to share that because I didn't really want to go over the snapshot in its entirety, mostly because that's been done before, and that it's done all the time with the snapshots. So instead I decided to show an applied version of the snapshot features. Now that is not all the features though. Here I have a chest with most of the new blocks, the block of redstone, daylight sensor, which is kind of self-explanatory. It puts out a redstone signal depending on how much light it receives. The trapped chest, redstone comparator, the weighted pressure plates, and a hopper, which is what I was using over there. And then nether quartz ore is something that spawns in the nether now, and when you mine it you get nether quartz, and then you can get nether bricks by smelting nether rack. The way, I don't know if I explained this already, sorry if I'm double explaining, but the way the weighted pressure plates work is, I'll give a little demonstration. If I throw one block onto it, you can see that the first bit of redstone is activated, but nothing beyond that. And as I add more, you can tell that it is getting farther and farther. So if I keep going, and boom. That set them off. Actually, it didn't set off the other one. I should probably, it's not completely foolproof, I guess, because of that, and that's why I guess it'd be smarter to use a regular pressure plate. But, yeah. And then until I keep adding more, then that one finally got retracted. So, that's just a little demonstration of how those go. And then I think that's it. If you want to see how everything else works, I'm sure there's plenty of other commentators who have already done that. So yeah, that is all. I hope you enjoyed my little contraption showcase. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.